Hi,
Gabriella Dimitri. Hey, congratulations on the new series, Those About to Die.
Thank
thank you.
you. Cheers.
Such a fun series. I had to binge watch it I had to find out what happened in the end, but we have to hear it from you is what initially drew you that you want to be a part of this project?
You want to go first?
The very first thing was I read some scenes for 10 acts actually. I put something on tape for 10 acts and only read a few scenes, but the scenes were just great. They were so intense and just from the little bits I'd read, I was like, this is a cool depiction of Rome. It's like gangsters in Rome. Um, and then and then they asked me to read for Scorpus, and at first I was like kind of like the 10x role, and then when I realized who and what Scorpus was, I was like, okay, yeah, this is
Yeah.
actually more fun in a way. So just from the little bits I was sent to read, I was quite quickly like into it. I think you get sent stuff quite a lot and things to put on tape and auditions, and sometimes you're not sure, sometimes you're indifferent, and occasionally you just read something and from the offset you're like trying to stop yourself from being too excited about it,
Yeah.
because the odds of getting a role is always so slim. But for me, it was as soon as I saw the material, I was like excited about the project.
Yeah.
Gabriella?
For me, yeah, it's quite similar. Like I read the scenes first, and from the scene was very obvious that she was the role that had like a different gear, like like a propulsion, like a strength, like a goal to reach. She was kind of, brave and courageous and wild and a bit mad, which really gave me the creative kind of instinct to really be able to like, oh, okay, I can do this with this role. Like I can actually do this. And when you vision it, that's where I think it's like when you meet someone and you fall in love. It's quite that's a metaphor, obviously, but you fall in love with the role. It doesn't happen very often. I mean, to me, a role like this has never happened before. So the impact was very the instinct spoke before my rational mind that that was a role that I wanted to play, and there was no possibility for me not to win that audition. No way.
Well, let me wrap it off with one important question because the chariot racing is so good in this series. So what happened to honest racing? Why can't we just win without cheating?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do wonder with sports today how much there are sort of, things that go on behind the scenes. Who knows? But I think I'm trying to remember now, but there's definitely elements within the show where it's maybe not entirely fair. Things are sort of pushed in a certain favor for certain races, but also when you get out there and you're racing, to some degree, there's only so much you can control these things. So, but you're right, who knows?
Gabrielle, last word.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know what it is, but the corruption or the cheating is not only in the games, is in their lives. I mean, back then, people were very, the rules were very different. They were wild. Even, sexually, they were very open, the Romans. They had no boundaries really. They were kind of, fierce animals in a way. So, cheating was not a big deal for them as long as you could survive or be successful. That was the only thing that really counted. I think human life had a different values back then. It's not like these days. So for them was just a detail.
Absolutely. Dimitri, Gabriella, thank you very much for carrying this
Thank
conversation.
you, Nick.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.